Alright, welcome to Aligned Trading, going over today's SPY recap and live analysis before taking a look at what to be watching into tomorrow. So first thing that I explained in the pre-market brief for Discord members today was to be watching for this inverse cup right here. At the open, we opened right down below it, and I explained that you have to be paying attention if we do form that handle right there and see that rejection with orange selling continuation. I also explained that if there was to be a bounce, you would have to see us grabbing this shoulder of liquidity right here around 600, right? Even if this fake out occurred, right? And then we started heading back up, you would have to see us grabbing this in order to head back up. You can see this previous resistance right there. We didn't even open close, formed that handle, and on the microstructure, same thing, right? You see that inverse cup and handle right there at the open. So if there was going to be buying, you would have seen that inverse head and shoulder forming. But instead, we see how this blue selling algo is in control throughout the entirety of the morning as we continue moving down with these head and shoulders. And you can see that white algo, right, as we continue down. Head and shoulders, right, same thing, over and over and over again. As we continue to see the selling even after the consumer sentiment report right here, I explained with this algo right here, you have to be paying attention. If you are looking for another short, you have to be watching for this head and shoulder to form right there, right, to give us that dump. Otherwise, you have to see us grabbing that shoulder of liquidity if we do want to head back up, right? You would see that starting to form, right, grabbing this on the way up and possibly trying to close that cup back at the open. Now down here at this point as well, I explained that you have to be paying attention on the 30-minute chart if we did want to form this handle with green and white right here, as we did close this inverse cup. I talked about this a few days ago, this level just ahead of the gap, which is below, and we will go over here on the daily, right? You can see that this gap is waiting to be filled below here. We have reached the bottom Bollinger now. 5-day has crossed below the 20, and so now we will be looking for the 5 to continue trending down with the bottom Bollinger. If we do get a retest of the 5-day and then another sell-off, be watching for that. Now here I also explained on the 1-minute chart that you have to be paying attention to this algo right here. If there is another short, you will see it. Be paying attention for that head and shoulder to form, and you see how that forms beautifully, as well as this inverse cup, right, back to that support. We're able to form, right, this head and shoulder, another inverse cup, and then that handle, giving another move down. That is a big support, right? You could have had a great trade on the breakdown right there, as well as taken this when it regained this shoulder. You can see how we are still within this pink algo, and we are starting to taper, right? So if this selling remained aggressive right here, we would have seen this, right, continue down. Maybe we bounce right off of the bottom of that blue algo and then continue up, which did not happen, right? We get this move, unable to grab that shoulder, right? We form that resistance right there, form this inverse cup and handle, but we are finally able to grab that liquidity with this shoulder, close this cup, right, back at this level, and then when it comes time to forming the handle, you can see how this starts to form within, again, that pink and blue controlled selling right there, giving you another inverse head and shoulder, grabbing this liquidity as well on the way up, right, continuing to grab this, but not able to quite close the cup back at the open. So plenty of trades that you could have been scalping in here today. Now, if you were looking to short this again, right here, if you're thinking this is about to form this head and shoulder, got to form this right here. If you started seeing something like that back into that pink algo, right, this blue selling continuing down, as that white forms on the way. Again, right, same thing right here. We are never able to form any structure in order to short this. We see that tiny head and shoulder right there. So right, if you did try to short that, but again, it is just that controlled selling still on the way up. Right, same thing right here. And see how these algos are forming. Right there, we're not able to form that handle to get that continuation as I was talking about with the cup. Now going over what to be watching into tomorrow. So here with this green algo, if we do want to form another inverse cup and handle with that orange selling continuation to continue moving lower. Otherwise, with this blue and yellow, pay attention, right? We have this liquidity that we can start to grab along with that 5-day moving average right here. So be paying attention on the way up if we do start seeing that blue and yellow in control right here. Now tomorrow we do have NVIDIA earnings after the bell, which will be a catalyst for the market. Other than that though, that is all I have for the video. So thank you everyone for watching, and I will see members in the morning.